Data sovereignty and vendor lock-in. The hidden costs of cloud software. Today, businesses rely heavily on cloud-based software to manage everything from customer relationships to inventory and finance. The convenience and scalability offered by cloud services make them attractive to organizations of all sizes. However, this reliance comes with significant risks, most notably issues around data sovereignty and vendor lock-in. When businesses hand over their critical data to cloud software providers, they often put the security and sovereignty of that data in the hands of third-party corporations. It is a situation that can leave businesses vulnerable, as they effectively cede control of their most valuable assets, data and intellectual property. This post will explore these problems and discuss why implementing open source alternatives on self-hosted servers may be the key to regaining control over your business's data and your privacy and security. The problem of data sovereignty. Data sovereignty refers to the concept that data is subject to the laws and governance structures of the nation where it is collected or stored. When a business chooses a cloud provider, particularly one based in another country, they risk losing control over how their data is governed. Different countries have varying laws on data privacy and access, and a business may unknowingly expose itself to foreign legal demands for data disclosure. For example, a company using a US-based cloud provider may be subject to American laws like Patriot Act or Cloud Act, which could force the provider to hand over business data to government agencies. This might not be aligned with the privacy laws in the company's own country. As a result, businesses are at risk of compromising their data sovereignty when they trust foreign cloud providers to store sensitive information. Another problem is vendor lock-in. It is a hidden trap. Another significant issue with relying on cloud software is vendor lock-in. Vendor lock-in occurs when businesses become so dependent on a particular software provider that switching to another platform becomes difficult, expensive, or downright impossible. Cloud vendors often offer proprietary solutions that don't integrate well with other systems, and this makes it hard for companies to migrate to a new service when they face rising costs or unfavorable terms, or when the vendor service does not come with the rapid change of the market. Once locked in, businesses find themselves subject to the pricing structures, support levels, and operational decisions of their cloud provider. The flexibility and agility they sought by moving to the cloud may be replaced by growing dependence on a single vendor, and this puts their entire digital infrastructure at risk of disruption. Another problem is the security and privacy risks of corporation data. We have all heard stories of social media giants misusing personal data. But what about your business's corporate data? When software corporations have access to sensitive business information, the same concerns apply. Cloud providers often have full control over their customers' data, including the potential for mining data for insights or even sharing it with third parties or selling them. Even if cloud providers claim to have robust security measures in place, the sheer volume of data they manage makes them prime targets for cyber attacks. Breaches can expose sensitive customer and corporate data. damaging both reputation and bottom lines. By relying on cloud software, businesses put the security of their data in the hands of third parties, hoping they will protect it as well as or better than they could themselves. Going online is inevitable, but at what cost? In today's hyper-connected world, businesses cannot avoid going online. Cloud services offer undeniable benefits like scalability, accessibility, and reduce upfront infrastructure costs. But these advantages can come at a steep price, namely losing control over your own data and risking security breaches or compliance violations. The good news is that there are alternatives. There are alternatives to handing over your data to large corporations. The solution is open source software on self-hosted servers. One of the most effective ways to mitigate the risks of data sovereignty and vendor lock-in is by adopting open source software and hosting it on your own servers. Open source solutions offer a level of transparency and review that proprietary cloud services cannot match. With open source software, businesses can review the source code, understand exactly how their data is being handled, and ensure compliance with data protection regulations. By hosting the software on self-hosted servers, your business regain control over where their data is stored and how it is managed. There is no need to worry about foreign laws or hidden terms in a service level agreement. You decide who has access to your data, how it is secured, and when it gets updated. It has many benefits, including first, control over data sovereignty. Hosting software on your own servers ensures that your business data stays within your jurisdiction, complying with local data protection laws. Second, eliminating vendor lock-in. With open source software, you are not dependent on any one vendor. You can modify, extend, or migrate your systems as your business grows without being bound by proprietary restrictions. Third, enhanced security. When you control your own servers and software, you can implement security protocols tailored to your business. You are not reliant on the security measures of a cloud provider, which might prioritize others' customers' needs ahead of yours. 4. Cost effective in the long term. There may be initial investment in hardware and IT services when self-hosting using open source software, but it can be more cost effective over time. You won't have to pay recurring licensing or subscription fees for third-party providers. The fifth benefit is transparency and customization. Open source software allows you to customize the platform to fit your specific business needs. You are not stuck with a one-size-fits-all solution. The community-driven nature of open source also means that any security vulnerabilities are identified and patched quickly. How to make the transition? Adopting open source software and self-hosting requires careful planning. It's essential to identify your business's specific needs and choose the right software solutions for your operations. There are open source alternatives for almost every cloud-based software, from customer relationship management, CRM systems, to enterprise resource planning, ERPs, and project management tools. You'll also need the right infrastructure and IT expertise to manage self-hosted servers securely and efficiently. But for many businesses, the long-term benefits of data sovereignty, cost saving, and security, data privacy, make the transition well worth the effort. In conclusion, take back control of your business data. In an increasingly digital world, businesses must be mindful of the risks associated with relying on cloud software providers. Issues like data sovereignty and vendor lock-in can put valuable corporate data and security in jeopardy. Cloud services are convenient, but they often come at the cost of losing control over your most important assets, your data. By transitioning to open source software on self-hosted servers, Linux servers, businesses can take back control of their data, avoid vendor lock-in, and ensure the highest levels of security and compliance. As the digital landscape continues to evolve, businesses that prioritize data sovereignty and flexibility will be better positioned to thrive in the long run.